Housing in Ontario is in a crisis. It's become a commodity. Now, more than ever before, fewer people can afford to own or even rent a home, and that's causing all kinds of problems. The housing affordability crisis in Ontario is growing at an alarming rate. Toronto is now the second most expensive city in Canada to rent and to buy a home in. Housing has become more and more unaffordable, meaning that 30% or more of household income is being spent on shelter. And this is increasingly impacting people across all income levels. With the median income in Toronto of just over $35,000 a year, housing costs are wildly out of sync with incomes. Many people are being priced out of buying. Some are even being priced out of housing altogether. So what's causing this crisis? Well, part of it is that people are competing for the same very few homes, driving up costs. This is why housing supply is often emphasized as the main cause of the housing crisis. But supply isn't the only issue, and it may not even be the biggest. The other challenge is wages aren't keeping up with the inflated cost of housing. A home is about 400% more expensive in Toronto now than in the 90s, while the median income has basically stayed the same. So today, it would take a middle-income household saving 10% of their wages a month almost 2.5 decades to save for a down payment to buy an average-priced house in the city. In 1992, it would have only taken that same family about 2 years to save for the very same house. Intergenerational wealth is also playing a bigger part in who can buy a home. The average parental gift now in Toronto for a first-time buyer is over $130,000. Financialization and speculation in the housing market are also contributing to skyrocketing prices. Basically, when housing policy focuses on housing as a commodity to be bought and sold in a deregulated market rather than as a social good or as a human right, somebody has to pay the price. When affluent multi-property owners team up with international investors, battling first-time homebuyers in bidding wars, global capital will beat local residents every time. The lack of affordable social housing is also part of the problem. Deeply affordable social housing construction has mostly stalled since the early 90s when the federal government disinvested from social housing projects and provinces cut too. If the cuts hadn't been made, over 100,000 units of social housing would have been built in the last 30 years alone. This crisis might not seem like one if you own a home and its values keep rising, but a generational wealth gap is opening up. Homelessness is on the rise, and folks caught in the middle are running out of options. The housing affordability crisis is complex, and there won't be an easy fix, but doing nothing is not an option.